Hello Gemini, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, illustrated, or is it artwork? Artwork by Katrina Sokolova. Katrina's name's under the word tarot if you want to see how it's spelled. Websites are torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com. I also believe there's a watkinspublishing.co.uk, I believe. Just to be fair. Supportive Oracle cards, spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, artwork by Lisbeth. Say artwork? Yeah. There's how you spell their full names if you would like that. There's also websites. I noticed She Who Is Art all the time, but there's a couple others. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you'd like, if you'd like. Okay, what do we have for Gemini? There's a card face down just sitting there. I guess we'll find out what that is. I'm almost annoyed that it's there. I'm like, oh, I guess you're just going to hang out there. Okay, then. Something's coming around the bend for you. Okay. I get a lot of yellow. Yellow to me says sacral chakra. Is that the right one? Solar plexus. Solar plexus is yellow. Sacral is orange. No, I keep getting like the yellow. Yellow is like loyalty, self-loyalty, solar plexus, your will, right? Why am I tripping on that? I'm just kind of surprised I said sacral. Like that's the orange one. Well, this is orange. So, keep going. You're letting it go. What are you letting go? Something didn't work right. Something was getting under your skin, but you decided to let it go. Something is coming around the bend for you, though. I keep getting that. I think it's good. I'm not seeing bad cards, but I see something's coming around the corner here. The Temperance card, that's your opposite. And I say that in an astrological sense. This talks about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is Gemini's opposite. What I've experienced from those two signs coming together, they get along really well, and then all of a sudden they just flat out don't. So this might be a situation that was going fine, and then or going really well, and then all of a sudden just went and just no. You do see the 8. Is that the 8? You're not done with it, but something is coming around that. I keep getting the forgiveness with like, I'm moving on, I'm letting it go. I'm not done with the situation, but whatever the problem is, I'm letting it go. Something's coming around the corner. Okay, so I'm trying. It does seem like it's really confusing for some reason. Like there's a lot of moving parts, but I know y'all can keep track of a lot of moving parts, so maybe to you this makes sense, hopefully. So the situation, you're letting, something didn't go right, you're letting it go, you're still connected with it, you're just letting that go, and something at the same time is coming around the corner. This does feel very complex to me. Is there stress? Is this Gemini's stress, or is this people being stressed with Gemini? 10 of Swords and the Star card. I have to say what I have to say. But I'm not saying what I want to, I'm letting it go. I don't feel like I have to say what I have to say, but I don't feel like I can say it to the right person. What are we talking about? It's like somebody wrecked my car, but I can't deal with them directly. I have to work through an insurance company. Okay. So I have to stand up for myself, but I can't tell the person who really did the damage. I can't say anything to them. But I do get, like, things do come back my way. It feels like that. Which seems to be, again, I'm letting it go. I'm stressed about it, though, because I'm just like, there's questions, and, like, I don't understand what this was and what that was. There's some information I want, but I'm unhappy that I can't have it. again, I feel that I'm letting it go. I feel like I have to. Do I want to? I'm not allowing myself to go down that road because I'm just like, it's not about if I want to. I just have to. There's a lot moving on around this. This does feel like a very busy, messy situation. Not happy, but I'm moving on. This is the card I keep seeing with the moving on. The Three of Wands, kind of like, it's time for me to go. I see that it's time for me to go and I'm going. Something wasn't right here, but I'm like, the longer I sit here and deal with that and just try to, I feel like if it's like trying to fix something that I can't fix. It's like trying to constantly build this giant sand castle and the waves keep coming in. It's just like, I can find ways to block that, but sooner or later the water is going to overtake it. It's meant to come up onto this beach all the way up, like, it's meant to go 50 feet that way, and I'm way up here, so it's going to overtake this part at some point. If I keep working where I am. I keep getting like I have to. It's obnoxious. I don't like it, I just feel like I have no choice. This is how I have to handle it. Other people, they're not letting you come forward. They're not letting you in any closer. I feel like this is another reason I'm letting it go. I'm not interested in this whole. I'm like, I want to call it a battalion. A battalion? Am I saying that right? Of just people who are just not willing to tell me or talk to me or give me what I need. And they seem very inspired. They don't want to deal with me. And the other things they'd rather do. That's the inspiration. Like, other things they'd rather do than to deal with anything I have to deal with. I'm not happy about that, but I see it. I recognize it. I'm also, that's another reason, like, why fight an uphill battle that there's nothing up there for me? Or I'm thinking there probably isn't really anything worth, there's nothing up there worth my fighting it. Okay. I hope this goes better soon, because there's one card face down that I want, but I don't feel like it's time yet. Things do rectify. Something's coming around the corner for you. Other people find the answers without you. This doesn't have to literally be career, but that is obviously, it says career on that card. But they're finding, whatever the issue is, when I'm getting career, it could be business-wise, but they're finding that what you're trying, they're finding that this should go more in your favor. But they're not working with you on it, they're finding it on their own. They're just not willing to work with you. Again, this feels like, I'm stuttering on again. It's like having a car accident, and then you have to work with the insurance companies, and like, it wasn't your fault, but it takes them a minute to figure out that it literally was not your fault in any sense of the word. But they're not willing to work with you to figure that out. They're finding it all out on their own, but they are finding that it literally was not your fault. Okay. But I'm like, I'm not happy that they wouldn't work with me, but they do seem to like you at the end. This seems where things are coming around the corner for you. Oh, money might be coming your way. It was hidden. Money was coming your way. When the truth comes forward and they figure out what really happened, when they decide for themselves what really happened, it seems like money is coming your way. Oh, there's another money card. Ace of Pentacles. Well, I guess so. It seems like money is coming your way. Something of substantial value at the very least. So, if it's information that is extremely valuable to you. So, just to be fair. And I feel like they're a little exposed for how they handled it. Don't know what that means. They're exposed for how they handled it. Because I get the beauty with, like, they're being exposed. The Death card, and then the Four of Wands. Whatever it is, if it's money, literal money, or information, the power shifts into your hands. I almost feel like maybe they're being a lot nicer to you at this point because literally the power is in your hands. Getting this Ten of Cups, like, they like you now because they know that you weren't at fault at all. But they also, I feel like they're kind of feeling a little like, oh boy. Like, now the power is in Gemini's hands. Maybe we weren't as nice to Gemini as maybe we should have been. Just to give you a little, like, you get to choose what happens next. You got the Queen of Wands and you got the Manifest card here. You're going to choose what happens next. There's nothing they can do to stop what you want to do next. You're simply choosing. I keep getting that sacral chakra. Like, what do you really want? Like, that sacral chakra. Not the sacral. It's the yellow one. I'm saying sacral, but I'm seeing yellow, so that makes no sense. I keep seeing this for them. They're blocked. They can't stop you from doing what you want to do. I keep seeing the yellow, and then I keep saying sacral, which is wrong. So I'm like, you need to focus this a little bit and make sure you're on point with what you really want. Four of Cups and the Moon. I think you have some time. Like, they're giving the Strength card too over here. Allow healing to happen and give yourself a moment to look at where you want to be when this is all said and done. Think of it in that term. Give yourself that benefit. You like to see the angles, but they're saying start with where you want to be when it's over and find all the ways you could get there that way. So, like, where do you want to end up at the end? So work from the end backwards. Work from the end backwards. Because I'm getting that will bring you the best outcome. Make sure you work with your sacral chakra. Even though I keep saying it's yellow, it's not. Sacral chakra is orange. I am driving myself nuts with that. Sacral talks about home and, like, what really comforts you and what really makes you happy. It's one above the root chakra. It's right below the solar plexus. I can't say solar plexus to save my life today. Make sure you're going to end up where you really want to be, where you're going to be most comfortable. Be careful of the solar plexus, because you might have this, like, this is how this should work out feeling. And it's not saying you're wrong. We're not saying you're wrong, but they're saying, how about ending up where you are comfortable and want to be versus where, you know, it should be. I don't know why we're saying it that way, but it seems like those two places may be different. If I handle it the way it should be done versus I handle it to get where I want to be, where I'm most comfortable, that seems like it's two different outcomes. Work from where you were most comfortable, where you want to be at the end. Work from there backwards, and you will be very, very happy with your outcome. I think we're good. All right. I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.